Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for Stranger Things. This one's going to be doing another discussion video for today. We're going to be talking about the series finale in this one. We're going to be talking about the final episode of Stranger Things and how apparently, according to the Duffer Brothers, they have even gone over and confirmed this one. Apparently we are getting a 2-hour series finale for Stranger Things. So, good lord. They worked hard for this shit. You can tell. That's one of the reasons I'm really looking forward to this season is because you can just tell, like, when you watch a TV show, man, you can tell when you've watched a show that feels like minimal effort and then a show that is like, okay, they worked on this shit, let's pay attention. Because you could tell they are working for this shit. Like, they are making sure that we are eating good when this shit comes out. So, and I appreciate that, genuinely. I really do, that they've worked this hard on it to give us, you know, a 2-hour episode like that to conclude the show. Now, hearing this, my first immediate thought was, honestly, deserved. Because the show is a global phenomenon, for one thing. Second off, there's a lot of things happening, and they did confirm, which is kind of a piece of the announcement here, that we will learn what the Upside Down is in full detail in this series finale. So, which I figured, I mean, you're not going to end the Stranger Things show and leave it ambiguous. I mean, I guess you could, because thing is, there's probably going to be spinoffs when this show ends, which, as long as they're good spinoffs, I'll check them out. But, my thing is with it is, like, I'm kind of at a point where I'm like, yeah, we should get those answers in this series. It's where it started. We should get the answers on everything we've been looking for. So I'm glad that they're going to be doing that in this show. And it probably in this episode, based off the sounds of it, answer what the Upside Down is and everything like that. Now, I've had my share of theories on it over the years. I mean, I think we've all kind of had our share of theories on it ever since 2016, which that's insane that this show's been running since 2016, and we've only had 5 seasons because it took them a long time to put out season 4 and season 5. The first 3 seasons were pretty simple to come out, but I noticed with 4 and especially with 5, it took them some time to put those seasons out. I think 4 was the roughest, though. 4 took them a long time. I think because, you know, there was a year or so there where nobody could film anything, really. So, I think that kind of played a factor into it. But, yeah. Definitely going to be very interesting to see where this all kind of goes. I'm very curious to see how a 2-hour series finale is going to pan out for them. I'm also curious to see how it's going to end, you know what I mean? Because if they're going to answer everything that's going on in the Upside Down in that episode and resolve everything and this and that, and I think I've heard that apparently like the last like 40 minutes or so are like really just a chill final interaction with the characters before you close it out type of thing. That gives us like an hour 20 of like just big stuff, and then they're probably going to just use the rest of that episode to wrap it up. So, who knows what they're going to do? You know what I mean? Who knows what it's all going to be like? All I do know is that it's probably going to be one of the most massive episodes of TV, honestly, this year. I think it will. I think it's going to be pretty crazy, the reveals and everything we're going to get. And I'm sure they're going to make television history, for sure. And actually, thinking about it, no, it wouldn't be. It would be early 2026, because they're going to release it on midnight, so of, New Year's Eve, I believe. So, it's actually going to be 2026 when we see the wrap-up of, Stranger Things. So that's pretty insane. That is really insane, and I can't believe it took us from 2022 to wrap things up all the way to 2026, to get the end of Stranger Things. But that is, that's what, I mean, I know some people have told me, they're like, Dan, I straight up lost interest. And I'm like, I haven't lost interest because I expect this from Stranger Things. This is a show that only shows up every now and again. That's what the show is. It shows up every now and again, and you're like, oh yeah, that's right, Stranger Things, that's kind of where I'm at with Stranger Things. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, final season, let's go, and now I'm ready for it, you know what I mean? But it takes you a while to kind of be like, oh shit, that's right, I forgot that was on the air, damn, like, you know what I mean? Because it takes so damn long. So I get that thought process for sure. But I'm still invested. I'm watching. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to see how this ends, and I'm ready to see what they did for us, because, I can tell that these Duffer Brothers really have put everything they have into these episodes, and whether they're good or whether they're bad, which I hope they're not, I really am sold on the fact that they worked hard on this season, and I'm gonna definitely tune in to see how it kind of concludes, and to get all the answers on the Upside Down that we've invested 9 years into, you know what I mean? So, it's gonna be crazy, man. Gonna be absolutely insane. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. Post your comments down below. How do you feel about a 2-hour series finale of Stranger Things? How is your hype scale? I'm actually genuinely curious. Like, from 0 to 10, where is your hype for Stranger Things Season 5? I'm genuinely really curious. Based off the work and the stuff I'm seeing for this, and the action, and this and that, and obviously the, all that stuff going on in the trailer, I think they are lacking a little bit of that scary element for me in the trailers. That's like the one thing I think that's kind of missing that I loved about the early seasons of Stranger Things so much that I feel like the later seasons kind of just turned into like some action, you know what I mean? I would say right now my hype is like at a 7.5, you know what I mean? But if you give me another banger trailer, I feel like I could go up a bit higher. That's kind of where I'm at with Stranger Things. My hype is about a 7.5. But if you go and give me a really big trailer, which I feel like we're going to get a trailer anytime now, at that point, you might get a bit more out of me. So that's where I'm at, though. I'm ready. I am excited for it to a certain degree, and I think it's going to be probably a really good conclusion to the show. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they do it. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. Post comments down below, guys. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos for Stranger Things. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Scum, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Stranger Things. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a straight fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.